What's up, anime fam? It is the Dark Unknown, and I would like to welcome you to Attack on Titan Tuesday. So, with full disclosure, as with everything that I do, I have seen the first episode once, like 2 or 3 years ago, when this show was first coming out and getting really big. So, I know that I don't even remember the main character's name. I know that his mom dies at the end, get eaten by a Titan. I know the general premise, and I mean like general premise that like there's these giant Titan monsters that eat people, and that there's a big city in the middle that is walled off, and I think it's like the only city in the world, at least to my knowledge, to my memory, and people are just trying to survive while constantly being brutalized by these gigantic monsters. So, I'm going to be rewatching the first episode this week because like I said, it was like 3 years ago. I remember the big important things like the Titans, the city, the mom getting killed. But there's, like I said, I don't remember characters' names. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember, so I want to be able to catch up. And then starting next week, we will be absolutely fresh. Like I said, other than the first episode, I've never seen anything of this show. So, because of that, I don't think there is really any reason to delay. So I think we are going to go ahead and get started with Attack on Titan Episode 1.
And just like that, everything changed.
Just with the way the intro starts off, and especially that dialogue, the way everything changed,
That terrible moment in our hearts.
really reminds me of High School of the Dead.
Home.
Like, just the vibe and, like, the atmosphere.
Cattle.
Love High School of the Dead, by the way. Awesome show.
People, it's on us! Either we secure this ground as mankind's first stronghold beyond the walls, or we die! Target
Yeah.
approaching!
See, like I said, I believe it's just the one town.
Split into 5 groups, now!
And I know that that one giant skinless Titan, which I don't know if they're going to ever explain how that works. Dude just got no skin. But, I know that, like, he's a lot bigger than most common Titans. Yeah, and I know they got these... It's really badass the way they do this. Like Spider-Man. Like, legitimately looks like Spider-Man. God, this really feels like High School of the Dead. By the way, I highly recommend that show if you haven't seen it.
Of course.
You kids care for a swig?
Aren't you
Really?
on watch?
Yep, watching the old gate we are. Thirsty work playing sentry. Pinochle only goes so far to chase off the boredom.
Not bad.
Little nip now and then keeps us all in our courage for a spell. Perks of being a guard, huh?
How do you expect to fight if you're so loose on your feet?
Huh? Now why on earth would I have to fight?
What do you think? What if they break through the walls? We'd be sitting ducks on your watch!
Aaron, kid, please. Use your inside voice.
The ducks kid has some fire in him. Listen, the only thing
It's like
they've
screaming
done to the
bomb
wall
on an
in the past
airplane.
100 years is scratch at it.
That's
I
the way
have
it
a feeling
seems.
if they get in their big heads to do something else.
Look at it this way, huh? If the garrison's actually doing what people think it oughta, we're up a creek. Personally, I take a lot of stock in being called a freeloader. Means things are good. It's how I can measure peace of mind.
He's not happy with that answer.
We live in a cage. All we do is eat and sleep. That's it. End of story.
I know that feeling.
The peace of mind of livestock.
Sounds like quarantine.
Man, you were right about the kid having fire.
Careful not.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's all that was left of him.
Like I said, I've seen this episode a long time ago, and like I know that this show's like pretty dark, but like I kind of forgot a little bit. Like it is pretty serious.
Tell me my son stood his ground to the bitter end, that his death meant something. Tell me his sacrifice gave us a better chance.
I took it from the look
He was
on.
brave,
Not saying he wasn't brave, but I took it from the look on his face that
but
it didn't really mean nothing.
sacrifice meant nothing.
Yeah.
So with all our losses, it's ever the same.
Why do you keep doing it?
The day was lost. We have nothing.
Like, if it's a-
Your son died because of me. I sent him to his death. I sent all of them to their deaths. And there's nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing!
If that's a common occurrence, I would probably stop going outside the wall. Just saying.
Oh, sure.
My opinion.
Nothing like seeing our hard-earned taxes go toward.
She said your father, so I assumed that she wasn't his sister.
Wow, somebody worked hard to keep us in fuel. For
Either
the
that's
next
just
several
how
years.
she refers to her parents, or she's like adopted or step or something. But she definitely said your father,
Your earlobes red.
not
which means
our
you've got
father.
something to hide. Mikasa helped you again now, didn't she?
Aaron's thinking about joining the Scouts.
Wow. Just blew up the spot like that. Snitch.
Secret mouth! Get that ridiculous thought out of your head this instant, young man. No son of mine is going to be fodder. Do I make myself absolutely clear?
We can't just give up on it. Because otherwise this nightmare's never gonna end!
I see. Excuse me.
Yeah, I can kind of see where he's coming from.
Darling, wait!
Like, what kind of life is that?
For
Like,
heaven's sake!
to just always be trapped in there, to never even have like the thought of a
Your words won't hold back the boy's
hopeful
curiosity.
future of one day getting out.
What was that? I don't know.
Honestly, don't remember the lightning part.
Armin, what are you doing?
So is this thing like a super creeper?
It's impossible. That wall's 50 meters high.
Like, is it all crazy and skinless because it got hit by lightning? Damn! Joe. Just the wind pressure blew her away. Well, that man's troubles are over. Ugh. But he's like such a magnitude larger than the rest. Like, he's not even like double or triple the size. Like, he is like 10 times the size of the other Titans.
Like it was kicking a rock. They're inside.
Yeah.
Every last one of us is going to be devoured.
That's the way it looks. Like, I remember that. Oh, God. Like, yeah, this is extremely graphic.
They're just standing there in one piece, just like always.
This ain't no shonen. At least if it isn't shonen, that would surprise me. Because like I said, I remember them, and I remember the mom gets eaten. But like I said, 'cause that's all I seen. Like, how does this world continue? Like, this kind of seems like the end.
Hurry up.
Like, how do they all survive this?
You've got to get out of here. Aaron, just take Mikasa and run! Now!
I want to more than anything.
Man, that'd be so fucked up.
Sweetie, listen to me. My legs have been crushed. Even if you could get me out of here, I can't run. There's no time.
Whatever, I can carry you.
Will you just shut up and listen to me for once in your life? One thing I'm asking you. One thing.
Really well done.
Get the children and get them out of here.
Come on.
I'll say
Carla,
drunkie
that's
to the
not our
rescue.
only option. Hey, I'm a trained soldier. My skill set is killing titans and saving lives!
No way! Don't do this!
Have you ever actually killed a Titan?
Nothing fancy. Just take it down. Get all three of them out of harm's way. Make good on the debt you owe.
Who do you owe a debt to, and why are you shopping now? That is creepy as shit. That turned him around real quick. Like, did he recognize that Titan? Was there any particular reason? I mean, besides it's a giant, scary as hell monster, which I understand. But, like, he was all about it just a second ago. And I want to know about this debt. Oh, God. I don't remember that part. I thought he just ate her. That'd almost be better getting killed first. It's like Sakura, man.
Just like that, everything changed.
I almost forgot the way they did that. That's kind of like eerily beautiful.
At that terrible moment, in our hearts, we knew home was a pen. Humanity, cattle.
Yeah, so what stops us from being the end of humanity right here and now? I can't wait for next week. I was really excited when I first watched this years ago. I just didn't have the time. It was one of those shows where I just checked it out and I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm going to need to come back to this, like put it on the list, and then I just never got back to it. That was really good, even better than I remember, more graphic than I remember. All those are good things, though. I prefer adult content where, like, they don't hold back. You know, I appreciate a good, shonen anime. I appreciate One Piece and everything, but every once in a while I like to see some characters die. So that, that was a really good episode. I'm really glad I rewatched it to refresh me on a lot of things. I wouldn't have remembered. I completely forgot about the little blonde friend. I remembered there was something about a basement and a dad, but I didn't remember that he was like a doctor that cured the world of plague. And that's really interesting, and I still want to know where he went off to. Because, like I said, they keep talking about this is like the only city of humanity, that no one goes outside the wall except for the scouts. But Dad's going on a trip. Like, logic would make me assume that he can't be going too far. Like, he's got to be staying within the walls in town. But with the freaking Titans through the wall now, like that, actually, now that I think about it, that kind of really doesn't mean much, I guess. Because all hell could break loose. His dad could die next episode. I have no idea. His dad may never be seen again. He might just go missing. He could be crushed under some rubble. I have no idea. But I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. I think there's like 3 or 4 seasons of this show. I don't know how many episodes in a season. I might look that up, but I don't want to, I really do want to avoid spoilers. I don't want to know nothing. But so I'm really enjoying it so far. Really looking forward to next week. I hope you guys join me then so we can continue the journey of Attack on Titan, which again will be trying to be on Tuesdays. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.